Vikings, feared warriors, skilled traders, and fearless explorers. They were a powerful force in history, leaving their mark on cultures across the globe. But who were they really? Let's discover the truth behind the legends of the Vikings. The Vikings originated from the Scandinavian countries of Norway, Denmark, and Sweden. The harsh geography and climate of the region, as well as its resources, played a significant role in shaping the Viking way of life. The Vikings were a people deeply connected to the land and sea. They were skilled farmers and fishermen, using the land to grow crops and raise animals, and the sea to catch fish and hunt for whales. Their ships were a crucial part of their society, not only for exploration, but also as a means of trade and commerce. They traded goods with other cultures, including the Byzantine Empire, the Islamic world, and even as far as China. They were not just isolated people, they were part of a bigger network of trade and culture. The Viking society was also divided into different classes, with a strong sense of hierarchy. At the top were the jarls or lords, who were powerful landowners and leaders. Below them were the carls or freemen, who were farmers and craftspeople. And at the bottom were the thralls or slaves, who were captured in raids and forced to work. Despite this class system, Viking society was relatively egalitarian, and their laws were based on the concept of honor and personal responsibility. The Vikings were master shipbuilders. Their ships were designed to handle the rough seas of the North Atlantic. Their ships were called longships, and they were sleek, fast, and highly maneuverable. They could navigate both deep oceans and shallow rivers, allowing them to travel to far-off lands and raid coastal settlements. They also used these ships for trade and exploration, discovering new routes to the east and even reaching North America, a feat that was considered impossible at that time. The Vikings were not just fearless warriors, they were also expert navigators, using the stars, sun, and even the flight patterns of birds to guide them on their voyages. They were also known for their mapping skills, creating detailed maps of the areas they explored. Their seafaring skills and their ships were not only a military advantage, but also a commercial one, allowing them to establish trade routes and settlements in different parts of Europe, Asia, and even America. The Viking society was steeped in tradition and mythology. They believed in a pantheon of gods and goddesses, each with their own characteristics and roles. Odin, the god of war and wisdom, was the most important, and his sons Thor and Loki were also well known. They believed in fate and the concept of Weird, and that it determined the outcome of their lives. They also believed in an afterlife, where they would go to Valhalla, the Hall of the Fallen, to feast and fight alongside the gods. The Vikings had a unique system of government where the community would gather in a thing, a sort of assembly, to make decisions and settle disputes. This system was based on the principle of consensus and the ability of the community to participate in its own governance. They also had a legal system that was based on recompense, where criminals would pay a fine or compensation to the victim instead of serving a prison sentence. This system was not only practical, but also ensured that disputes were settled quickly and fairly. Women played an important role in Viking society. They were not confined to domestic duties, but were also farmers, craftswomen, and even warriors. Viking women had more rights and freedom than their counterparts in other cultures at that time. They had the right to own property, to divorce, and to inherit. They also had a voice in the thing and could participate in the community's governance. They were respected and valued members of the community. The legacy of the Vikings is not just limited to their impact on language, culture, and technology, but also on the way we think about them today. They were not just ruthless raiders, but also complex and adaptable people. They were a people who were not afraid to explore and conquer, and they did so with skill and determination. They continue to capture the imagination and inspire curiosity and fascination with their culture and history. Their legacy lives on, and through this video, we hope we've given you a glimpse into the world of the Vikings. Thank you for watching.